Okay friends, thanks for checking out another one from uncensoredtactical.com. Today, our last video was on latch Shim techniques from the pulling side of the door when you twist the handle and pull to open. Today is when you twist the handle and push to open. So we are going to maneuver around an obstacle to attack this latch. So you'll see a flexible Shim tool, or a flexible Shim tool here that weaves into the, like kind of snakes or weaves into the door frame, and it touches that latch, but it's got to be in the forward pushing direction. So you'll see here I mimic the latch moving between the frame of the door and the door itself, and because I'm pushing against that angled or beveled edge, that latch will recede into the door. You can go down at an angle, you can go through, or you can go up at an angle, but all those angles need to be making forward progression through the door. So one of the most common problems I see with new students when I'm teaching these latch Shim techniques is they will get their tool inserted and they'll go straight down on the latch and they'll kind of saw like they're sawing a tree trunk or a tree or a log, or they'll get their latch past, or they'll get their Shim past the latch. So they get the Shim in nice and high, they slide it down and they tilt it, but they tilt it tip down and they saw towards themselves, and that will never get you in a door. So you got to push towards that latch, and you can go at an angle, downward or upward, but it's got to be through that latch. So let's take a look at a couple different tools, primarily just to show you that there is a different feel with different tools, and they all have their own pros and cons, and you do need to problem solve, and that's what we try and give you the most, which is figuring out how to problem solve and to make do with what you got. So this is a commercial latch Shim, and I push through that latch. I kind of snake around the door frame and push through that latch with a commercial latch Shim. This is the luggage tag by Oscar Delta. And you'll see it's got 3 thicknesses of cards there. It's got a little swivel joint. It's nice because it gives you more of a handle than just a credit card or just like an ID or a hotel room key. So you'll see me struggle for a little bit here, and you'll see what my bottom hand is doing. It's not just pushing the door to open it, it's also pulling the door towards me to take some pressure off of that latch. So if I push real hard against that door and try to do this technique, I'm actually hurting myself. So you'll want to kind of wave in and wave out. You'll want to push towards the door and relax away from the door. Push and pull. So I actually do store my tools on that. So you'll see that I took my tools off that luggage tag so I can use that thicker version. And you'll see again that I struggle here a little bit. So if you can't get your latch Shim in to the door frame or the gap by where the handle is, you can go up above it or down below it to get your tool started, and then you slide it down towards that latch. So that's what I did here, and just a little too thick. So I actually end up using the medium and a light together right here. I put them both into the door frame or the door jamb, and I push and pull on the doorknob, and eventually I get myself a little entry here. So the tool works. And let's take another look here. So this is your bureaucratic grade laminated paper. This is what you see all over all types of organizations and businesses and government places. Oh wow, look how fast that was. I have almost nothing to add. I do have things to add. If you can't get that paper to work, you can fold it in half, you can fold it in 3s, you can fold it in 4s, and you can use either the flat edge of that paper, ooh, that arrow, seats. Sorry about that. You can use the flat edge or the bent edge, and you can use 2 or 3 folds on that, and that will make a difference for you. Seats. Wait. Next, we got a 2-liter soda bottle. Really easy. Just cut the top, cut the bottom, then you're left with a loop. Then you cut that loop, and you can slide that right in. Oh wow, that was fast. Slide that right into the door. So that's just some options for you. I hope that you folks enjoyed seeing a couple different options in action and just seeing how there's a different feel to different tools. They all have pros and cons, and we hope to help you get through all sorts of locked obstacles. Check us out on uncensoredtactical.com.